Thank you so much, Husey and Hindu Man. What a game we just saw there between Obey and Rival. Golden Boy here back at the desk with the one and only Rabies. What a game, man.
That game was insane. It was there was so much agility, so many things happening. It started out one way and it ended a totally different.
And actually, let's just go ahead and talk about that, because at the start of it, Rival, man, they were off to a great start. Why was that?
I mean, let's be real. Ice Ice Baby came out the gate so hot, right? He picked up 3 kills in the opening minutes on Nemesis, this hyper late game carry. We couldn't believe it. We thought this game was over in the early minutes, or at least in favor, despite being what I would call a bad pick and ban phase. Team Rival was starting out strong.
Now let's stop, collaborate, and listen.
Right.
You know? Do you got anything more? Do you remember it?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I know that it seems silly, but Team Rival, they were very stagnant besides the 3 kills on Nemesis. And I know it's very I'm not pushing past that moment in the game, but that really was such a big part of the opening game. A hyper carry, Nemesis with 3 kills, item advantage. You think this character is just going to snowball with the gold advantage, the item advantage, but Obey Alliance, they just had this veteran knowledge about themselves. They slowed the game down. They were able to, I'm a basketball fan, they were like the San Antonio Spurs in that match.
Man.
They took it to a half-court defense. You know, they ignored 3 kills on the Nemesis, kept farming, and kept working.
That takes a lot. And speaking of, man, this next one of the major moments of the match for me in particular came from Ataraxia when he was able to survive. I mean, can you run me through what happened there?
When Ataraxia survived, I can't remember that exact moment in the match. It was I don't remember when he survived. I know he did get away in the back lanes. But what happened basically was Obey Alliance, they got that Gold Fury around 15 minutes, and I believe it was that fight where Ataraxia did survive. Right after that, we saw them basically get the Gold Fury, and when they got the Gold Fury at 15, sorry to beat around the bush with your question, but
yeah.
When they got the Gold Fury at 15 minutes, they were able to they turned the gold advantage in their favor. They turned the kill advantage in their favor. A minute later, they rotated to the left lane. Pretty Prime was able to pick up 3 kills, and they swung the game at that 15-minute mark. That was definitely the turning point of the game. And Cernunos and Ataraxia was able to get away and did not fall down in that fight either.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a pretty intense fight there, without a doubt, which ended up leading to a big swing in that, and that essentially gave, that gave Obey the tools necessary to be able to come out on top with the victory there. But let me ask you this. What do you want to see from Obey in the finals moving forward? What are some of the changes you would like to see them make?
Well, it's hard to make changes when you're purely dominant, right? So they absolutely destroyed Team Rival. They absolutely destroyed them. We thought that these kills on the Nemesis were going to transition to something, transition into more. Team Obey, they need to do the same thing again. What happens when you win, right? You want to execute more winning. You want to execute the same strategies. Don't change it if it's not broken.
Ah, interesting there. And what about Rival? Where do you see Rival going from here? Because this is a fantastic team, but they're just so close yet so far.
Right, they're so close. I mean, honestly, I want to see the picks and bans phases. I know that some people do not prioritize picks and ban phases. However, I do. I think it's a big part of the game. If you can get the top-tier characters, if you can have them on your side, why would you not want to fight uphill? Why do you want to fight downhill the entire game? They picked up the Vulcan, and they kind of went risky item build on the Vulcan mid lane, and I just feel like their composition was too risky, too random, and they were trying to be a little too unique for my taste.
Okay. So you like to see them probably play a little bit more of the safe route there, and I certainly
play the tier list.
Yeah.
Play the tier list is just my opinion. That's just how I feel about it.
Okay. Now, here's the other thing, though. Can you see Obey winning this whole thing?
Absolutely. This is a veteran team. They've been here before. They've been on the grand stage. They know how to handle the pressure. That's all the things you need. They have the knowledge. They have the execution. And Pretty Prime is playing on fire for their hyper carry. That's a definite. I can see them winning the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do. And, of course, it's going to be a fantastic matchup. Well, Rabies, thank you so much for your time, my man.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. Guys, this is Smite Masters 2017. We have plenty more action coming at you in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, folks? Tom Battinger here. On behalf of everybody that took part, thanks for watching the caster. We really appreciate it. But if you want to dig even deeper and find behind-the-scenes action, some commentary, and all the other fun stuff, check out the caster's YouTube page, youtube.com/thecastershow. We definitely appreciate it, and we'll see you later.